Then.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. So between breaks, we lost fellow Kingsman, and he decided he wanted to go to bed to study for exams. You know, go get a good night's sleep before exams on Monday at 9 o'clock in the morning. So joining me now on this cast for the CR6 playoff bracket round 2 is none other than the man, the myth, the legend, the production guy, Daniel Danners Banner.
Yes, it's good to be back for some R6 action. It's been a good solid minute or so since the last time I did an R6 broadcast, but the last time we did, it was with you. So
Yeah.
this should be picking up where we left off, so to speak, as we're going into game 3. These guys are putting us in for the long haul, and if it looks like I'm jumping out of the way, it's because we're getting right back into the game, it looks like. Here we go.
And looking just at that, Danners, you know, you've been watching off to the side. So how, in fact, have you been finding this matchup between these two teams? Because we know how I have, and we know how Daniel is. So how have you been on the side?
It's definitely been a nerve-wracking one, to say the least, with constant back and forth where one team looks like they're super confident. They go, like, they dominate one round and throw it back to the other, and then you might have 1 or 2 rounds that are like kind of back and forth. But especially towards the end there, New York Tech seemed to have got the download. But thankfully, we've got a different map, and we've actually got the Thatcher as the first ban coming out for New York Tech.
Yeah, that's really cool. We saw Thatcher get banned out right away in map 1 against, I think it was St. Clair that banned them in map 1. So that was really, really good to see. And going into map 3, they're going to get rid of them right away. And I'm curious as to see who we get banned out second. And we're going to see in 2 seconds who it is.
And let's see. So yeah, tried and true Jackal. Nobody likes playing against this guy.
No.
And they are going to...
Yeah, they're going to ban out the...
okay. Yeah, they're going to take him down.
They're going to be on the defensive... on the defensive bans now. So let's see who they defend right here. There's going to be Maestro getting banned out. They don't want to deal with him.
We've seen money pop off with this guy.
Yeah.
Constantly during that last match. So just get rid of it. Just get rid of it.
And once they get rid of it, we're going to be looking at the last player. Who's going to get banned? Which operator are we not going to see? Might be Mira, might be Echo, might be somebody that we normally see, might be somebody totally different. We got 8 seconds to find out.
That's actually really rough. Both of these characters, or both these operators, nobody likes to deal with. So for sure, one of them are going to be left up, and they're going to opt to take care of Mira. So we're going to have to deal with yokai drones constantly throughout this entire matchup, which is going to be an absolute headache for the attackers.
And looks like they're just having a little bit of a discussion in the alt chat as we head into round 1 of map 3, and it does say that it's 1-0 for St. Clair up top, but it is 1-1 between the two. And St. Clair looking to take themselves to, well, both teams looking to take themselves after this to see who goes to round 3 of this playoff bracket. And we're going to just see the kind of normal setup on offense that we've been seeing. Thermite, Nomad, Hibana, Zofia, and IQ. And on the other side, we actually see Echo getting played now because he wasn't banned.
And money back on that, he was a pretty huge portion of the successful defenses for side New York Tech last time by. And anytime I see Doc, I get nervous for the attackers because usually Doc means a run out of some sort. So... looking forward to seeing that. I used to think that Doc was just like, oh, you're just the passive. You're a healer, right? Meanwhile, the more and more I watch this game, it's like, no, you heal yourself because you're going crazy. You're diving towards the opponents.
Yeah, and that being that, we're heading right into the prep phase of round 1. St. Clair, you know, they've usually been the team in both maps to take the first rounds. But followed up by New York taking the second round. So I wonder if the pattern's gonna stay true. You know, we might see St. Clair pick up the first round here. We might see New York try to take it away from them, but it's all in due time as we just wait on and see how it goes. So we're gonna see not Sam and IQ said. You said Doc usually spawn peaks, but
he's one of the safer characters to do a spawn peek with, anyway. Because, oh, God forbid you get like shot down. Okay, stim yourself and try to run back. Like, it's a possibility. Or have somebody else stim out with the boost he gives.
And you know, usually I see a castle on defense for this top floor, but they're not playing castle. So we're going to see a Mozzie, a Legion, a Doc, an Echo, and a Bandit come out for New York Tech. So action phase is underway as we just crossed the 2-minute and 35-second. And we're going to see Rapid rotating all the way around, going for a stroll in the park to see if he can get close to the site. If not, we're going to, well, here he is. He's going to be working with Doozy. And they look like they're going to be rappelling up as Hyper and JMBeast are on the other side, looking to do the same.
Trying to attack from the roof in this one is extremely difficult because no matter where you're going through that really big skylight, and it just leaves you a sitting duck. So it's just going to be more to kind of cover some angles more than actually trying to rappel through it. There isn't like a hatch or anything that can be really helpful up there.
Yeah. So we're going to see Not Salmon on that dock looking down the hallway. I think he's sitting inside elevators, and he's just going to be waiting on by as we see Mozzie there, as well as Legion in the closet storage room. And he's got to be careful. He's about to get droned out by Hyper, and JMB's getting real close to the wall, and he's just watching all of his angles.
Well, Rapid going to face check a guy who's prone right on the other side of the window, but he does not see it quite yet. But luckily, I think that's Bladderoid there. Didn't see him either.
Bladderoid about to... Oh, that thermite charge might be a little dangerous as he gets out of the way, and we're going to see Mozzie of Mac getting shot at. Bladderoid taking out JMBs, and that Mozzie getting taken down. I don't know who, but I think it was Doozy getting the kill on Mac. We're going to see Imagine holding that long sight lines down, and if that player, if decides to peek on out, Imagine is there and waiting. Rapid putting shots down from above. Diffuser has been dropped by JMB, as it is a 4-on-4 right now. Bladderoid has to be careful because Imagine is headhunting for him. Actually, no, that is So Oom's got to be careful because Imagine's headhunting right now.
Yeah, the fact that JMBs went down rather early was rather unfortunate, but at least, like you had mentioned, Doozy took a bit of damage, but at least kind of traded back. But you don't have that juicy thermite charge to try and get through a wall. He got one off, I think, before going down.
Ooh, Oom's got
scary chance for Oom.
Yeah, he's got to be extra careful there because they destroyed the shield right away. He's going to get flashed out. Actually, he looks away last second. St. Clair going to be pushing Hyper. Gets a kill on Bladderoid, so the Bandit is down. Shots being traded back and forth. Doozy's got to be careful because he's extra low on health. I think he took another shot to the body. We're going to see go down. So that is advantage 4-2, and they're trying to pick up Doozy, and he does get picked up.
Where's the drone, though? Because it doesn't matter. Oh, Echo did go down, so this is perfect for Saints.
Oh, Doozy going down. That's a headshot on Rapid, and 2v1. Not Salmon getting shot in the back, looking to cancel the diffuser. Gets shots onto Rapid. Rapid going down, but the trade is, in fact, St. Clair taking round 1, like they normally do this game.
It seems to be the pattern of things, but thankfully, like even though it was the 4v2, all it takes is the yokai drone to come out of invisibility, tag you. You can't plant anymore. There goes the timer. So very, very clutch for Saints that they were able to find that Echo last second.
Yeah, wait, the yokai drone goes invisible?
If it's up on the roof?
I don't think it does.
It could be scouted out by IQ.
Maybe, yeah. But I didn't know it went invisible, actually.
When it shoots.
On the roof?
Yeah, when it shoots, it reveals itself.
I used to play a lot of Echo, and I never actually knew that, maybe because I was looking from the point of view of the yokai drone. But we're going to see Rapid with 1 kill, Hyper with 1 kill, Doozy with a nice double kill. JMB's got dropped early, so we don't see anything, but he got the nice thermite wall off. The thermite charge did go off, and that was crucial for that round win. So we're going to see St. Clair taking round 1 in this matchup. New York Tech, usually this, like you said, pattern, they usually win the second round, so maybe St. Clair can break the pattern, as you know. It's a little bit of kicking when they're up. Actually, St. Clair was up, I think 6-3 or 6-2 last game, and New York Tech did an excellent job at bringing it back. So I don't think they're a little bit of afraid of losing rounds.
And I'm happy to see that New York Tech actually didn't opt to switch really anything in this case, because that round was extremely close. Unfortunately, just a couple bad breaks, like positioning-wise or getting caught out really was the fault there, but their strategy was all right. So glad to see them trying this again, especially if they can actually shut down that wall that JMBeast was able to blow through before he went down. Because that, like you said, became pretty critical, especially in those last seconds where the the diffuser was ticking down. So
yeah, we're going to see St. Clair,
see.
3 players of St. Clair spawning on the same side, rappelling up onto that, and we're going to see Jay and Beast and Imagine on the other side. They're just going to be doing their... Oh, but Blatteroid set up for this, and he sees those players. Is he going to go for the run out? This could be a little bit... It's going to be a little bit of a big play if he ends up doing that. He hasn't moved at all yet, because I don't think he's spotted a character as that... Oh, he has to be so careful. He's looking for it, and he spots him out. He puts the shots through, but I don't think he connected with shots onto Rapid, but Rapid got up onto the roof with a nick of time. And he puts,
like 20 HP.
Yeah, but better than 0.
Absolutely. Yeah, gonna try and slow down. Obviously, he's not gonna want to get overzealous with that scanner of his, especially with next to no health. But thankfully, he could try and call out some of the electronics, and he's got 2 hard breachers with him between, I think that's Hyper and JM Beast. So they're gonna go down. Second floor, slowly but surely, making their way to the same wall. And was that a Claymore? No, that was a C4, actually. Nicely done there from Mac onto Doozy.
Where did he throw that from? I didn't even see him throw that, but he's sitting on site, so I wonder actually where that C4 came from. But Mac with the first kill in the match, getting another kill onto Imagine, drop down very low. Rapid's still low on health on the other side of St. Clair, so he's going to be a little bit careful. St. Clair slowed on down, and the pattern looks to stay strong.
Those 2 walls got blown up pretty well uncontested, but it doesn't matter if you go 2 people down. This is actually really rough right now for St. Clair.
And Mac, very low on health, is going to still play aggressive. He's confident in his playstyle, and as he should be, because he's been so crucial in this matchup. Rapid getting dropped by Money, and then we're going to see Blatteroid on down, going for the flank. Gets a nice kill on JMB's. 1 player standing. That is Hyper in a 1v5 situation. Diffuser is down. Blatteroid is just waiting on. Money gets dropped, but he should know that that player did flank and Blatteroid looking to push. Actually, no, they're just going to back off, and it's a smart play by the 2 of them. Hyper's got to be careful.
He's
going to push, and he's going to get dropped by Blatteroid. Kind of taking a little bit of time to get those shots off, but he should have known that that player did flank because Doozy went down to him. New York Tech ties it up 1-1.
Pretty much everything went in New York's favor that time, and like I was saying, I'm glad that they tried it again because like they weren't quite set up properly that first time. Second time, they already got the pick before Saints really even got a chance to get moving. They already had pressure onto Rapid, so they blow some holes into the bomb site. Don't matter, you're already 2 players down, and then just from the flank to the positioning of New York, everything went in their favor. Nicely done.
I'm so curious as to how that C4 made it all the way over there.
That is mind-boggling.
I don't know where he threw that from. Did they blow open the thermite wall and then he ran out of the thermite wall and tossed it? I didn't.
He could have been waiting for it like that, yeah. Wait for it to blow up and then just Kobe it.
But St. Clair looking to switch a little bit of players up as Hyper looking to pick the Maverick as he locks that in. Salmon picking up the Cade. So that's the first time we've seen Cade get played in this matchup. Capital coming out for Imagine. They're going to be holding, I think it was basement.
Yeah, basement. Locker CCTV is where we're going this time by.
So we're going to be holding that CCTV room, locker room, bomb site. And I think, I can't remember if it was Hyper or Rapid I was talking to, that they really enjoy pushing this site. I don't know why, because it's hard, but it's a little bit different.
There are a lot of areas that you can just blow holes into.
Yeah.
And it's like so many chances to rotate. And I do like actually the Cade pick here from New York Tech because hatches are pretty critical on this one. As I think it's this site here, A has essentially 2 right next to it. And the other side, I believe, has 1 that you can take a look into. I could be wrong with the amounts, but if you throw the Electro Claw, shut that down, and you're forcing them to essentially come through, I think, 1 of 3 ways, and it's much easier to take care of that compared to these hatches. As we'll see here, they'll probably launch it up there. Yeah, there we go. So shutting that down.
Yeah, Cade going to be dropping his charge and moving onto site. He does have the shotgun, and I see, I think it's Doozy was playing on Consulate, the Cade. Actually, so it's not the first time we've seen the Cade get picked. So Doozy was playing Cade on Consulate, and he was doing a lot of work with that shotgun. So if Salmon can replicate that play style that Doozy was doing in the garage, he could find a lot of success. And it looks like going to get shot off by that Zofia lifeline, and he's gonna take half health damage. So he's gonna get re-peaked, but the shots don't connect because he's around the corner. Gonna back on off down the stairs, and I think St. Clair's changing up their approach.
And they're gonna have to, because this site, now that they've locked down the high ground, essentially the first floor, it's really hard to not be obvious with your approach into this site. I'm curious as to what St. Clair does, because normally you'd kind of bring a Thatcher just to kind of counteract this, but of course they banned him out, right? So
Yeah.
it just makes this so much more difficult, even with Thermite Charge. Thermite Charge does nothing if there's an Electro Claw on that.
We're going to see Rapid, Doozy, and Imagine all playing around in the kind of similar AoE, and they're going to be just trying to clear out any roam presence before going to the basement. I don't think there's anybody roaming on the side of New York Tech. Kind of the closest person roaming, it would be Mac here
Just kind of coming
at
to
the
stairs,
stairs, and Money over on the other stairs. And that even that's not that much of roaming. Rapid and Doozy very close to the stairwell. Rapid looking to just slowly push that with his sights aimed down. He's gonna put a claymore down, and it's pretty locked down for New York Tech as they're just waiting. 57 seconds left. St. Clair trying to figure out how they're gonna do this, and it's gonna be Hyper torching. Oh, he can't get up there. He's gonna have some trouble.
Yeah, this is like the only way you can try to counteract this, but you're going to take so much damage. It's such an awkward position as we see Hyper struggling to even get in position to get this blowtorch going. He'll probably get one wall, but he took half damage essentially just by that, but Doozy going to get the kill onto Money to at least get things started.
I think it's time to pick a new hatch as Imagine and Doozy on the other side get a double kill. Doozy ends up getting dropped. Imagine low on health, but that's a very good play by the two players. They're going to start pushing the point as the smoke smoke arrows come down from Imagine. They're going to push on in, and that's JM Beast ends up getting, I think the
C4? Oh!
C4 ends up getting a double kill, including the diffuser getting dropped. So Mac gets a kill on Imagine. We're in a 2v3 situation. Rapid getting dropped, but the diffuser has to go down as they're going to shoot another one.
Drone.
And New York Tech picks up their second round.
Beautifully done there for New York. Kind of like funneled them in there through that stairway. Kept the drone alive. So as soon as you get that guy trying to plant the diffuser, just shoot him, and then the timer's all gone. You take care of that one. Nice defense. And then just unfortunately for the Saints there, Hyper was not able to get any sort of vertical pressure since the Maverick just took too long to get moving, unfortunately, in that case.
We're going to see Sledge come out instead of the Capital on Imagine. JMB's looking to play Lion, as well as no changes over on the side of New York Tech. We're going to see everybody except for Imagine JMB's looking to pick the same-esque characters as Not Sam, and switches over to Bandit. And they're playing first floor Teller's Office. Actually switches over to Mute. They're going to be playing Archives and Teller's Office on the first floor. And St. Clair really trying to bring the momentum back into their kind of play.
Now, someone in the chat can yell at me later, but I think if you stand on a mute disruption thing, Lion cannot scout you. I believe that is a thing. Someone call me out in chat if I'm wrong, but I believe like you can move around on that thing and you'll be a-okay. So a nice little accidental counterplay there, if that is in fact a thing. But we don't usually see Sledge really come out a lot from St. Clair either. So interesting to see two different operators get into play.
Yeah, I don't think once I've ever seen JMB pick Lion. I've seen Imagine play Sledge before, but I've never seen JMB's play Lion. It's different, but I like it because this is playoffs. It's time to bring the different out.
Yeah, if you have any strategies that you've been hiding, especially since New York Tech has been like completely even on skill level with you, you might have to bamboozle them somehow, and a good strategy could definitely do that.
Yeah, and here we see the ADS is going out up top as they're just trying to hold down that roam presence. Rapid, Imagine, and Hyper all working together to make... Oh, Doozy and JB, it's a whole party up top there as they're working together. That's the best you can do in this game. And we're going to see Doozy going on up to the roof of the main building. Imagine working with JM Beast to get through the door.
And there we go, EE1D finally getting the scan off but nobody getting pinged out this time by. And just waiting for someone. We see him around the corner. I think it's Money right there on the Jaeger. The bomb might be on the first floor, but it does not matter. He's just going to try and see if he can get himself a quick peek. He took some shots, but I don't think it did hit his mark. Nobody on the Saints taking any damage as of right now. As they're just blown through.
Yeah, we heard the Velcro of the C4 come out, but not really connecting with anything. Next, EE1D coming out from JMB's. Doesn't ping off anyone on New York Tech, so they're all just staying still like they should be. A minute 30 left on the board. We're going to see JMB's take care of that barbed wire, and it looks like Money is the only one up top with them right now. And they got to be careful because he's been extra quiet. They might not be ready for him.
Yeah, he's right by JMB's, I think, actually, if he's not too careful. Or no, he's on the floor below, so never mind.
He moved.
Yeah, he got out of dodge, but that's completely okay. Slowed down the Saints enough to the point where we're down to this last minute. And everybody is still alive. Everyone's still on the board. And you still got... You don't have no smoke this time, but the amount of goo mines that are going to be in this bomb site alongside the pests and the yokai drone, there's going to be a lot of gadgets, a lot of problems that Saints are going to have to try to get through in order to somehow get to the site.
And they're just trying to get some top-down sight lines. Look for something. Imagine wants a kill, and he's trying to make it happen. Gets shot at from below by a pistol. I don't know who's getting that pressure onto him, but he's looking for somebody. And 25 seconds left. St. Clair hasn't looked down. JMB's getting a kill on Max, so player advantage to St. Clair. Getting a lot of damage taken to him, but takes out Doozy. In the meantime, JMB's looking for another one. Peeks the corner
Money
at the wrong time. Money gets the kill. 12 seconds left, and I think St. Clair just took a little bit too long to do this push. Oh, and Rapid peeking the wrong angle. St. Clair gonna lose this round again.
Holy
New York
smokes.
going up 3-1.
For that round, I would say not even close. Like, that was really well done from New York Tech. Just either Saints didn't know where they were going in terms of where the bomb was, and they were able to hold that information for a while, or somehow just slow them down so long that they couldn't do anything.
Yeah, I don't really agree with anything that just happened in that round. Anything that just happened in that whole round. St. Clair just waited way too long to do something. And by the time they did do something, by the time they touched down on the first floor, there was 30 seconds left in the round, which was that you shouldn't be letting that happen. I know you got to check every single corner on this map, and it's a big map, but that's too much time.
I mean, even if they did end up like moving a tiny bit quicker, like I was saying before, there's just too many obstacles that they would have had to go through. And with most of the team, other than Money really just kind of playing like an anchor style role, it would have been absolutely brutal to try and breach into.
I think Imagine spent way too much time sledgehammering the floor trying to find something. We're gonna see Mozzie look for maybe a spawn peek, maybe something. He's gonna put that barricade back up as he makes too much noise.
Yeah, I was thinking about getting cute, but opting against it for now.
He doesn't want it just yet.
He didn't launch a pest launcher by chance, did he? That would have been a funny little...
No,
okay, no,
yet,
all three are still there.
Because prep phase isn't over yet.
Yeah. I was going to say, why the heck would he launch a pest launcher into the spawn? But I guess that could be a funny troll.
If you launch something outside of the red zone,
yeah, it would have denied it.
It would have denied it anyways, so...
No, you're right.
So he put the barricade up too early, and he's dropping all of his pests now. And Doozy over on top of, I think... This is parking lot garage. He's gonna just look for something, and I think that player was sitting inside of elevator, so he's a little bit okay.
Yeah, it looked like he was exposed, but he probably had a door or something on him.
Yeah, there he is. He's gonna be sitting inside of elevator, and he has that hole open.
Oh,
Mac,
Imagine's got to be careful.
Oh, Mac and Imagine getting real close to each other. Maybe looking to give each other a nice little hug. Maybe trade shots. Maybe go down. And Legion is right around the corner too. Has been playing so well against St. Clair on this bank map, staying alive when he needs to for as long as he needs to.
Yeah. He's never been the one maybe getting the flashy plays of sorts, but hang on a second. Actually, that's where you give him praise. Imagine going to take him down winning that 1v1.
Yeah, just losing his head through the wall. Doozy getting a nice kill on Money at the same time. St. Clair at a 5-3 player advantage without losing any health. Not Salmon putting a little bit of shots out in the wild, not doing anything except give away his position. Bladderoid sitting over inside of Archives room. St. Clair looking to push this and looking to push this now as we see Not Salmon rotate out, taking a little bit of shots from, I think that is Doozy on the Blackbeard sitting up there. So Doozy's going to put some shots towards his way, but not connect with anything as it's just a stalemate with 1 minute
If he
and
goes
15 seconds left. Imagine going to take out Salmon. It's a 5v2. So Bladderoid looking for the flank right now. Mac going to use a C4 and connect
don't know
with
he's here.
nothing. Bladderoid, this could be devastating for St. Clair. This could be devastating for St. Clair.
It's taking pretty long time, though. He's going to find one onto Rapid. Looking for another. He's going to get the JMBs who had the diffuser. This flank is absolutely brilliant right now. He gets a chance to reload, and he gets himself a triple. He's on an absolute tear on his defense, and he completely flipped the momentum of this round into New York Tech's favor.
You know, I was playing this game the other day, and they were saying, don't all look the same way, and that's what just happened right there. They were all looking the same way, and in turn, Bladderoid got a nice triple kill, but he gets shot out by Imagine. Imagine with another kill, and this player, Mac, just waiting over there, but he gets caught out. I think that is Doozy getting the kill, and he puts shots down, lets him know that that was his round right there, so he catches him at that moment in the kill cam. And St. Clair 2-3.
That was almost disastrous there for St. Clair. Like, momentum would have completely, like, slammed to a halt. Like,
I mean, you saw me sitting here. I just had my hands up like, what are you doing?
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing? You got the first kill and nobody reacted to it.
Yeah, nobody knew what was going on until the point where he essentially took out JMB. So he finally got the call out, but was able to reload in time to take out the third. But thankfully, Doozy and Imagine coming in clutch to finish that round up.
You know, Bladderoid almost dropping 20 kills in the first game on Consulate.
Mm-hmm.
That just seems like a play that he feels comfortable making.
Mm-hmm.
So it's good to see that he's finding his spot. But St. Clair ends up taking the round. We see Echo come in instead of the Mute, so they don't want to play him just yet. Hyper opting to play that Thermite instead of the Maverick, so JM Beast is going to be playing that Maverick. St. Clair looking to tie it up before they switch sides, which New York looking to take a little bit more of an advantage before they switch onto attack, because this map seems a little tiny bit more defender heavy.
Maybe ever so slightly, but at least for the Saints, I feel like, at least anyway, that if it's on the second floor, they're relatively confident. If they're on the first floor, no chance in hell. They just seem to drop the ball there. Basement, it was close, but it was only the one time. Yeah. But nobody likes defending there really anyway.
This is the third time that New York Tech is playing the second floor, and they're right now. St. Clair is right now 2-1 attacking this bomb site. So the odds are in their favor right now to repeat, but at the same time, if it's just like the first two rounds when they played the second floor, it was a win-loss for St. Clair.
Right, because New York Tech did eventually make the adjustments necessary on this point to get themselves a win. So curious as to what will happen this time. We've got the Bandit staying on site, so no crazy roaming from him, at least as of right now. There's the Doc. I always like to keep an eye on him just in case he wants to do anything cheeky, but I think he's just kind of in the lobby, so not too bad. Not going to do anything too crazy.
Just having a good time underneath the main lobby stairs as we see Doozy rotate around Rapid, looking for that player that in the main doorway hall, and JMB's putting shots down through. Nobody's there to receive any bullets, but he's gonna rotate right back. Nobody has the diffuser for St. Clair right now. It's on the ground. We're gonna see Doozy kind of falling down, trying to find something through the cracks of the window, but nobody giving him anything to peek from. Doc, not Salmon, inside the lobby, controlling some cameras, getting as much information as he can as Doozy climbs up to the top roof. St. Clair with 1 minute and 40 seconds. Hasn't done a whole lot. Where's the bomb? Is the bomb outside on balcony right there?
Hang on.
And Beast getting a nice kill on Mag. Hyper putting up his thermite charge on the wall, putting up his second thermite charge. getting a kill on Bladderoid with his thermite. So Bladderoid gets down but not out. And he's just gonna skate.
There's nobody else on point to actually help him, and now Doozy's gonna take down but we still have not Salmon on the balcony right there, still full health, ready to go. I think he should still have all of his stim packs if necessary to try and get a little aggressive. Imagine getting peppered though, gonna be forced to run away.
Yeah, and I got really distracted right there by the dancing pest launcher on the stairs. I don't know, it was fun to watch.
Is it bad that even though it's like a little piece of machinery, it looks cute?
Yeah, I mean, it's not bad. You know, you do what you like. What you like. It's a little cute droid. Would you call it a droid?
Yeah. I'd also call it a Dragoon because I'm a StarCraft fan, but it is what it is.
Okay. Getting technical here. Imagine putting shots down at Bladderoid. Bladderoid actually looks like he got
back up.
He got healed by the Doc. The Doc used a stim shot.
Perfect.
Bladderoid getting a kill, but Rapid refragging onto him, and it's a 4v2. St. Clair with 15 seconds left has to push the point. Imagine with the player on his left has to be careful. Echo gets the kill, rotates on into boardroom. Diffuser getting planted. Echo gets dropped by JMB's 1v3. Doozy next to no health. Not Salmon looking for the clutch. St. Clair College in a really good position to tie it up before switching sides. Rapid on the rappel outside with getting that post-plant position. And he looks just like he's in charge right now. He's ready to get this kill. He's setting up. Disabling the diffuser doesn't seem possible for Salmon.
Oh, he's going to try and crawl to it, though. He's actually on site. Has anyone got a visual on him,
I think Rapid does from above.
Well, I sure as hell hope so, because he's actually going to try and pull this off. Yeah, there we go. Okay, thankfully. Rapid right there. Not going to let that one slip by.
St. Clair College tying it up before switching sides onto defense. This is a good post-plant position.
I was really worried that one was just going to be accidentally slip by. But apparently, the Goo Mines are overpowering Doozy right now.
Ubisoft, what are you doing?
Hey, they still got themselves more on point than CSL, if you know what I'm saying. But anyway, going to switch the sides around. So now, you're saying this one seemed a little bit defender favored?
Just a tiny bit, not too much. You know, but like you could say that about any map in Rainbow Six, that the defenders usually feel a little bit more comfortable.
Yeah, just the game in general is defender favored.
Yeah, but you know, it depends on how comfortable New York Tech feels attacking this.
And you're mentioning Castle on the second floor, and it looks like Saints are going to pull that out for this first defending round.
This is usually what I see. So usually they use the Castle, and they kind of block off all those windows from lobby with the Castle so that they can't see through it, so they can't break the barricades down and get the sight line. So the Castle's just a little bit extra position. So I expect Hyper to kind of move on over there and drop his castles down right in this building right here. I don't know what this is called. So yeah, he's gonna cover all of those windows. Yeah, I know the strat. I've seen Miss Nautica do it enough.
Yeah, fair enough. And we see Hyper picking up where she left off for the most part.
And there, you only have 3 armor panels, so he's gonna drop all 3 of them and then finish the last one with just actually no, he's only gonna use 2 and then barricade the last 2 doors. As we see him rotate right back on. I think he's going to put a castle wall right here.
Just gonna wait for everybody to get back to site first.
And if I'm big brain enough, I might be calling out that he's gonna put the last panel on that doorway. But once everybody's ready, so action phase underway, and Hyper hasn't dropped his last armor panel. I'm curious to see where he does end up putting it. JMB's setting up maybe for a Swamby. You know, this is the infamous Rapid throwing 3 smokes and not knowing what he's doing.
I remember JMB's talking to me about that play for like 2 weeks straight.
And I don't know, he just ran out after throwing two gas grenades or all of his gas grenades and just gets completely bodied. But you know, that being that, it's a brand new team, it seems. JMB's here's the boards getting broken. He pings it off for his team, and Doozy has to be careful because This player is looking to take care of business. JMB's taking damage. He's got to be extra careful because there is a player over on parking lot garage on top looking through and getting the shots off. I don't know who exactly that is. It is the Zofia of Mac putting damage down on JMB's. Lion Call comes in. And gets a nice shot. Money gets a nice kill too, but Rapid dropping with that shotgun. He's looking for somebody else. Doozy gives him props. Nice shot.
JMB's also fell in that engagement. I don't know if it was in the same area or a little further away, but the Valk is gone temporarily. I guess the critical member right now would be Rapid because you want to have those gas canisters all set for the end game of each round, essentially. But we'll get to see as this 4v3 continues on. Someone's off to the left-hand side there, repelling, I believe. Hyper could have the sight line, possibly. But
Clair has to be careful here because one wrong move. What was that? That sounded horrible. Imagine getting a kill on Mag. I wonder what that sound was. That sounded awful. Somebody just screaming in pain. Rapid getting shot at through the wall. Hyper trying to get rid of the Twitch drum, but the Twitch drum zapping him a little bit. Imagine flanking these players, and he's putting shots through the wall, but doesn't connect with anything just yet. He lays on down, and he just kind of slowly peeks. Hyper getting the kill on Bladderoid. Diffuser is dropped. Imagine getting the kill on Not Salmon. So it's a 1v3 situation. St. Clair College flips it on a dime and taking the advantage. This could be lead. 15 seconds left on the timer. Pings off for nobody, for himself.
I believe St. Clair knows where that diffuser is too, so they're going to keep their eye on it. But if Money just goes for broke, it's probably his only opportunity to try and win this round. But only 3 seconds left, and St. Clair's being evasive. This one's going with Saints.
St. Clair protects the bomb in round 7 and wins the round. They're up 4-3 in this matchup, and that was really, really good. The way that, even though they went down 2, didn't they? They went down 2 right away, and that 3v4, I'm pretty sure it was so held down and so like they played passive enough to the point where they played it just right. And it was just that sweet spot that got them the win. 4-3, imagine. Top fragging with 8 kills. And then on the side of New York Tech, you got Bladderoid with 7. It's pretty even still right now. And I don't think I've casted a more even Rainbow Six match.
And then Money is just absolutely all over the place. He may not be top fragging, but if you've seen, I believe, his assist stat, he has about 5 right now. So one way or another, he is just on that kill board. And he's doing a fantastic job alongside the rest of his squad. Bladderoid and Not Salmon right there, trying to keep up the pace.
I was almost going to eat my words because earlier today, we were talking about, at dinner, talking about Finka. And I made the comment, nobody plays Finka.
Nobody mains Finka.
Nobody plays Finka. And like you very, very rarely see somebody play Finka because it's not somebody you need.
You see her come out maybe once in every 7 games for one blitz strat that doesn't quite work, and then it goes back in the hibernation for another month or 2.
I was just watching to see if Mac actually followed through with that pick, but he's not going to. Especially I would be surprised if I saw Finko on Bank.
And that being said, I have seen Finka strats work quite well, even as of recently, but it's not something that you can just keep doing over and over again.
Yeah.
Definitely not common, to say the least.
Imagine him dropping his barbed wire on site, releasing all the ADSs that he can. Hyper going to be reinforcing the hatch above, and here we go. Last ADS going down, and we see Doozy on Cade. He still has 2 Cade charges left, drops 1 right on the main hatch, looking to drop 2 on the outer hatch, and he's just going to rotate on over into garage.
Yeah, it feels like Cade is almost like a must pick in this specific defense site because of the electro clouds, those hatches. It's just too good. Like we saw when Saints tried to attack, they had the Maverick, which was right, but they just couldn't find the hatches or cut them down in a quick enough fashion. Let's see what happens here with New York Tech on attack. They have no Maverick to try and do it though, so this will be interesting.
You see, I think that Cade shotgun is almost like a sniper. Like it's got with the ACOG, it's got quite a range to it, and got minute.
Shotgun with an ACOG.
Well, I mean,
Doesn't that feel like redundant? But it might actually be a thing.
well, I don't know if you've seen the shotgun on Vigil now has
Yeah.
an ACOG,
Yeah,
and
it just feels so funny to hear.
it shoots as far as a glass shoots.
That
With
seems
the damage, with no damage drop off, I don't think. With very limited damage drop. I'm not too sure, but I just know it's stupidly overpowered.
Who thought of that idea and why
Actually, it
did
was
they
a
go
meme.
through?
It was a meme on the community Reddit
Why?
that they brought into actual play. I don't know. I don't know why they actually did it, but they did.
If they're gonna do that, then why isn't Lord Tachanka like overpowered as hell?
He is. That's why
Oh
they don't play
yeah,
him.
you're right. You're right.
That's why we don't play him.
My bad. But anyway, pretty slow start here for New York Tech trying to get into this zone. They're going to try and use the stairway, but of course that the security area just beeps off when you're going in, giving away your position. But Money going to get the first kill on the Doozy as the thermite charge goes down.
And St. Clair already getting pinched by a player in garage with the thermite opening up the sightlines on CCTV room. Imagine taking so much damage, ends up going down. St. Clair at a 2-player deficit. Not Salmon gonna drop the diffuser. Smoke grenade comes out, disables the plant, and then that is Bladderoy taking out Hyper. St. Clair in a really bad position. St. Clair in a 1v5. Rapid has done crazier things. And he gets shot in the back, so he can't do it right there. Flawless round from New York Tech, and they tie it up 4-4. So much prep just to be dropped like that. It seemed like they just, I don't know what, it was just bad positioning. It was like.
That one's definitely boggling my mind a little bit. You don't usually see people get torn to bits on that site that badly.
Yeah.
Like, I'm at a loss for words for that one, but let's see where they try. Are they going to try and do this over?
Bladderoid with 10 kills, looking to repeat game 1. And if he can repeat game 1, that would be crazy to watch. Though, because he dropped 18 kills, so if he can repeat that 18, I think it was Mac with him who also dropped 18 kills. And so the two of them together have been really doing a lot for their team. Looking at St. Clair, though, we got to look for some star players to shine right now as they're tied up 4-4, and both teams, their playoff life is determined on this map.
Mm-hmm. Honestly, if it keeps going like this, and if it turns into a hard time for St. Clair, I honestly think banning, I believe they banned Maestro over Echo is going to be possibly the death of him here, because like, we know JMBs can play Maestro, but yes, so could Money. But JMBs is also now trying to play Echo, but I feel like it's been a non-factor for this defense as of so far. And just leaving an operator with such good utility in the hands of Money could be like absolutely devastating here for St. Clair. The damage may have been done already.
And we saw Money really utilize that Echo drone, but we haven't seen St. Clair do a whole lot with it, like you were saying. So if it continues to be like that, we might see might see St. Clair have to like start to change up the way they use their utility, because that Echo drone is just so crucial, it's so key. I don't know why they don't use it more.
So we'll get to see this time by with the switch over to the Echo if this will be any sort of change here for St. Clair. I'm sure New York Tech will figure out real quickly that they're going back down into the basement, which is going to probably hinder the fact that they took Blackbeard, actually. I think they think it's going to be up on the second floor, which the repel play would have been perfect, but trying to go into the basement with Blackbeard is, it's not exactly what he's built for.
No, he's built for the sit on a ledge with your shields, head glitching, try to find a head.
Yeah.
We're going to see that is Doozy continuing to play in garage against that Blackbeard, and this could be his downfall. He puts the shot in, destroys his shield, but doesn't connect with any damage. He has to be careful because he's looking for toes now, looking for heads. Doozy's got to just play his life ever so preciously. He's going to look for that. Oh, how did that not connect?
That was very close, but just like maximum footsies right now. Like the neutral game of a fighting game, essentially.
Yeah.
Back and forth, but keeping themselves alive. Lion Call coming out here from New York Tech, but nobody really getting pinged, it looks like.
This is the Rainbow Six equivalent of ledge guarding, or whatever you guys call
Yes.
it. And St. Clair going to be waiting, or Doozy's going to be waiting for that black.
He's going to walk into it.
Wow.
Wow.
He wasn't ready. And the shotgun not doing anything in garage once again, not even doing any damage to money. And next player up is Imagine, sort of like you beat one boss and here's like level 2.
Now we're going through the Elite Four, but
yeah,
I'm surprised that Money got the jump on him. He was the one looking straight as he went through the garage, yet Doozy was the one who dropped.
Imagine has to be so careful because that shield is just so hard to pick. Oh, and he ends up getting damage down, but Money gets another kill on him. And it doesn't look like St. Clair's feeling too hot on this bomb site. Hyper getting a kill on Bladderoid, but refragged. Oh, they double downed each other, and we're gonna see St. Clair's just on the back foot. Rapid getting a nice kill on Money. Diffuser is down. 3v2 situation. JMB is gonna be looking onto site, and then Rapid finds a Claymore, ends up dropping it. JMB's not getting pinged out by the Lion Call. We're gonna see JMB's just on his Echo Drone. Time is ticking though, so St. Clair has to be swift with this push. And JMB's on site looking for this again. Oh, can't find his. Oh, what is that player looking at? He thought he was looking at the roof. JMB's gets a double kill.
How'd this turn into 1v1
situation? Getting the diffuses. Mac push.
Done.
Yeah, Mac pushes that. JMB's just sitting there. And honestly, it all comes down to that 1v1 between Doozy and Money. Money has really been a key. You know, he hasn't been fragging too hard, but he's been, when it comes down to it, he's been so crucial in some of these round wins.
I feel like how did the Saints even get themselves into that position? You pick an Echo so you can put it in the dang bomb site, so you don't have to be there to stop a defuse.
Yeah.
Yet the bomb site got backdoored essentially.
And it all comes down to the pressure from behind from Money.
Yeah, the fact that Money did so well taking those 2 kills and forcing the rest of St. Clair to focus on that to the point where nobody at all was on like cameras was brilliant. And we're actually going to see the switch here. JMB is going to switch over to the Valkyrie. It's going to be Doozy's turn to try the Echo. They know they need to make this operator work to get like maximum efficiency out of what they picked and banned. But I feel like nobody is comfortable on this character.
Yeah, St. Clair looking to bring it back to a 5-5, but New York Tech looking for their match point, as this could be everything. This could be the last we see of St. Clair. This could be the last we see of New York Tech. This map determines it all. Like I said, Rapid going to be putting some rotating holes into a storage room closet, and imagine the whole team just going to be putting their stuff down, making sure everything's going all good. St. Clair, last time they played this map, looked excellent. Or this bomb site, sorry. Last time they played this bomb site, they looked excellent.
Yeah, I'm happy they didn't try to do the basement again. That was just getting way too rough for them. Let's see if going back to a site that they were a little bit more familiar with, a little bit more comfortable with, will hopefully swing the momentum back into their favor. Because yeah, those 2 basement rounds were just a little rough, to say the least.
It didn't seem like St. Clair was comfortable holding them. Like,
no.
Like they got
yeah, they had
pretty well by Money.
Yeah, they had the strat, but one of the key parts fell apart, and they overcompensated to the point where it went away. So all props to New York Tech, though. That was a very well played attack.
Here we see St. Clair setting up to defend once again. Will they tie it up, or will New York Tech send it to match point? Money with the Blackbeard on rappel. I think this is something that's different compared to the first time they pushed this site, because now they have the Blackbeard to be repelling outside, and he's going to be trying to look for some heads. We see St. Clair. I think last time they were under this, they were in a 3v4, a 3v something.
Oh, that's huge.
I think that was JMB's ran out and got the kill on Money, but it was refragged by Bladderoid, as you tend to see that happen a lot. But it's a crucial kill to get that Blackbeard out of the window.
They actually picked the Blackbeard for a site that was exactly what he was built to do, unlike the last time. JMB's basically sacrificing himself to make sure that couldn't prolong, though, to make sure that couldn't get any more value out of that Blackbeard. So bit of a kamikaze, but could be worth it in the long run here.
And here we see Imagine, the only player roaming on St. Clair. He's downstairs, and Rapid has to be careful because there are some players pushing him. That player's going up on the roof. He's outside. I thought he was inside.
Yeah.
But the Thermite putting some holes inside the executive lounge. Rapid with a player to his left. Here's the rattling of the barbed wire. Do not cross this. You will regret it, Rapid. But you could also make me eat my words. I would not mind.
I mean, he's made us do it before.
Yeah, plenty of times.
He might be actually trying to bait him out here if he does hear him on the other side and make some shots the other direction, make it seem like he had his focus elsewhere.
Don't do it to him. Oh, Rapid getting shot from behind. Rapid has to be careful because Not Salmon knows he's there and he's trying to get shot at, but I think...
Thankfully, there's that reinforcement there. That actually is keeping him alive right here.
So many players putting shots down. Rapid just barely staying alive. Lion Call coming out, and looks like New York Tech are going to start getting onto site. Actually, they don't do anything with it.
Yeah, about 25 seconds left. They still have, I think, another charge or two of that Lion Call if they do want to do it. Hyper getting surprisingly aggressive. We don't usually see this from him, and it's not going to go into his favor. Mac with the wise look behind, like keeping his rear in check and taking him down.
But now we have to look at Imagine on the flank, and here's Doozy getting a kill on Mac, bringing it back to a 3v3. Imagine getting a nice kill on Bladderoid. Diffuser is not being dropped just okay, here we go.
There goes.
Diffuser getting dropped just now. We're in a 1v2 situation. Getting a nice double kill. Trying to send his team on Rapid against and Not Salmon. So now Diffuser is down, and Rapid has clutched crazier things than this. He totally can do it. That player is on New York Tech, just wrapping around, and it doesn't look...
Oh, he's open.
Doesn't have to check.
Did he sneak in?
To the left.
Oh no, Oom's right there.
They can hear it. They heard it. They heard it. So now they know he's there. They're going to be droning out, and Rapid going to be trying to push him. Oh, but this is such a smart play from to just rotate around. Gas grenades himself, and he goes for the defuse, but he gets shot in the back by Not Salmon, and that's New York Tech on match point.
Valiant effort there for Rapid, but I think New York Tech played that exactly the way they needed to. They essentially used the one player as cat and mouse. Like, have him chase after, get out of position, and then force himself to have to try and defuse. And that was just overall very, very rough time for Rapid, but a solid effort.
I don't understand how they lost that. I don't understand how they lost. St. Clair had such good positioning, but just the New York Tech shot just seems to be a little bit better. I was about to say Bladder. We're trying to read Bladderoid's name. As Bladderoid has 12 kills, and he's doing so much for his team, and he's keeping his team in it. We're going to see Rapid, JM Beast, Doozy, Hyper, and Imagine.
I'm nervous, man. It's now or never right now for St. Clair College. It could very well be the end of their playoff run, the end of their season until January. Of course, there is more leagues that do start up then. I know they have quite the lineup, but they want to make this one go as far as possible. They pulled off the upset on Friday, getting the win over the Broncos. And New York Tech, like you guys had mentioned earlier in the pregame, they beat them before. They beat them semi-convincingly, I think, as well. So the fact that they're giving them such a run for the money is massive props, actually, right now to New York Tech. You can tell they've been on the grind. But they should be able to do this, but it's going to have to... They're going to have to take the long run on this one.
Yeah, and here we're going to see the prep phase underway. And, you know, a lot of people tend to thrive on these kind of back foot situations. A lot of teams tend to enjoy being on the bottom half. So let's see if St. Clair, the adrenaline can get to them and it can pump them back up to overtime, because that's where they need to get. They want to win this. We're going to see action phase underway right now, and it all comes down to Doozy playing inside that garage. I actually think they switched him out. So Doozy's going to be on the Echo this time. JM Beast is going to be on the Cade, and it looks like JM Beast will be that player to play inside garage. So they're going to be switching up something, and let's see if that works.
How crazy would it be if we had 3 overtimes in 3 games to decide this playoff match? That would be absolutely nuts.
It's what St. Clair needs to get on, so I don't think it'd be that crazy. I think it'd be hype. And so let's get some Let's get some love in the chat for St. Clair right now. Let's get them to bring it on back as St. Clair tries to tie it up 1 round at a time. Blatteroyd going to be pushing his drone through. Sees 2 players, and that is JM Beast holding that angle. But he's got to be careful because money. He's already done more damage to money than Doozy did last time. So now he. No facts.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
We see JMB's backing off because if they give this up to money once again, that's a Doozy not going to be. Oh, and he takes so much damage, almost dropping. This is not this. Well, it's really good for St. Clair because they're doing such a good job to hold Garage, and it forces money to back away. JM Beast, you win this time.
This is much better considering we've seen when money gets the chance to get a little confident, get aggressive. He's been converting very, very well. So to put so much pressure onto him in terms of the fact that he has like next to no health left, he's got to play slow, which is going to be completely against how he wants to play, especially with that Blackbeard.
Yeah, and here we see Imagine with a nice little peephole in the wall. Money looking to rotate on it. Actually, I think he's going to go back down to Garage, and there we see it. He is. And Mac going to be inside the stairwell with his player. And here, yeah, Money going back towards Garage. I think JM Beast is still there. Yes, he is. And Money's going to be droning him out. So here we go.
Oh, he's trying to get
and he
cute.
sees him. Oh, did he down him? He did down him.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep, he is gone.
So that's really good for St. Clair. St. Clair already doing way better than they did last time, and I think he knows that he did it. He's pushing. He's being aggressive. Diffuser looks like it's gonna get popped down soon. JB's finishing the kill on Money. Smart play to do, and Diffuser gets dropped. So here we see Doozy taking advantage of the echo like you wanted to see.
This is exactly what they need to do, and I'm actually happy to see that New York also just blitzed. When they realized that JM Beast went to go secure the downed player, it was a 4-on-4. It's their best opportunity to get aggressive, and between that and this Lion Call, they're definitely going to give it a shot, but 6 seconds left on the clock. Doozy keeping this Echo drone alive, and I think he tagged him one more time. Going to stall it out a little bit more. Needs one more time, but he didn't hit the shot. He's the only one left, and it needs to happen now.
What happened to St. Clair? 1v3 situation. Diffuser is down. Doozy has to keep his team in this, and I don't know what happened to St. Clair. I thought they had this locked down, but it doesn't look like they did. Doozy getting tagged up, putting shots back and forth. He has to get into sight. Doesn't do it, and St. Clair is dropped out of the playoff bracket. New York Tech wins tonight. GG's in the chat. Well played to both teams tonight.
Absolutely heartbreaking. We did see at the very end there how it was all down to the Echo drone with Doozy, but he had so many targets, and I don't know if he just didn't exactly know who had the diffuser in that situation, but he was flicking on to like all sorts of people, just firing wildly to the point where either his drone got killed or it ran out of ammo. He couldn't get that final stoppage on the diffuser, which would have won Saints the round, and it ended up putting them into the 1v3 situation, or 1v2 possibly, and that was unfortunately just not what the Saints needed, and it's a heartbreaking way to lose the playoffs, to stop the run, but just very big props to New York, of course, but unfortunately for Saints, I think they essentially lost that one in the operator ban phase.
Yeah, and it's very sad to see if you were a Saints gaming fan, but for all of the New York Tech fans, they are probably jumping for joy out here, ready to see them go to round 3. So that being that is the end of our broadcast for the night, as it was a late one, and we do have exams in the morning. So that being that, thank you to everyone who came out and watched it. It was casted by myself, Colin Seymour Moore, Daniel Danners Banner. Can't forget Daniel, the saved one Mena, who was here earlier, had to leave early to go study. But that being that, thank you. And
hey, did we forget Nick?
Oh, we didn't forget Nick. Nick, thank you very much. Thank you very, very much.
Giving us the best angles all day.
I like how you caught that right there. But that being that, thank you very much for coming out and watching some CR6 playoff rainbow action. And that being that, thank you and have a nice night.